On the morning of July 3rd, 2025, Michael Madsen, 67, was found unresponsive by his housekeeper at his beachfront Malibu residence on Coral Cove Drive. Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies and Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics arrived within minutes after receiving the emergency call. Despite life-saving efforts, Madsen was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities say early indicators point to a sudden cardiac arrest. Toxicology results and a full autopsy report are pending. Madsen's longtime publicist confirmed the actor's passing and respectfully requested privacy for his wife Deanna and their 3 adult children. Neighbors described Madsen's routine morning walks along the Pacific Coast Highway and his friendly waves to beachgoers, making the news of his abrupt departure a shock to the community. The sheriff's official statement noted there were no signs of foul play, trauma, or substance involvement, and that all personal medications found at the scene will be examined as standard procedure. Coral Cove Drive, a secluded stretch favored by celebrities for its ocean views, has strict privacy rules. This rare public emergency drew both red and blue lights flickering beneath swaying palms. Madsen's wife issued a brief statement through the family attorney. Michael was a devoted husband and father whose generosity reached far beyond the screen. We ask for privacy as we grieve. Within hours, Malibu officials closed the adjacent beach parking lot to media crews, allowing the family space to make funeral arrangements. Representatives of the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, expressed condolences and pledged support for the family. This sudden loss has reverberated across Hollywood, where Madsen's trademark rugged charisma and fearless performances earned him a unique place in cinematic history. As we await further medical findings, friends and colleagues are preparing to honor his memory at a private memorial service later this week. As Seed says, copy, edit. Michael Madsen's storied career spanned more than 4 decades and over 300 credits across film, television, voice acting, and poetry. His breakout role came in 1992 when Quentin Tarantino cast him as the unhinged Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs. Madsen's chilling monologue, "Are you going to bark all day, little doggy, or are you going to bite?" became an instant cinematic touchstone, showcasing his ability to blend menace and charm. In 2003, Madsen reunited with Tarantino for Kill Bill, Volume 1, portraying Bud, the taciturn brother of Bill, whose unexpected loyalty and combat prowess added depth to the revenge saga. He later appeared in Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, 2015, bringing gravitas to his role as the silent tracker Oswaldo Mabre, and in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, where his cameo paid homage to his cult status. Beyond Tarantino, Madsen demonstrated remarkable range. In Donnie Brasco, 1997, he portrayed a grizzled mobster opposite Johnny Depp and Al Pacino. His heartfelt performance in Free Willy, 1993, introduced him to family audiences, while his deep, resonant voice led to voice-over roles in Batman Beyond and popular video games such as Descent. Off-screen, Madsen cultivated a passion for poetry and photography, publishing a collection of sonnets titled Verses Under the Influence and exhibiting his black and white coastal landscapes in galleries across California. His willingness to embrace complex villains, mentoring younger actors on set, and his fearless dedication to his craft earned him respect throughout the industry. Directors from Steven Spielberg to Ridley Scott sought his electric presence, and film schools often screen his Reservoir Dogs scenes as masterclasses in tension and pacing. Within hours of the announcement, tributes poured in from film legends, co-stars, and fans worldwide. Quentin Tarantino posted on social media, "Michael's energy was unmatched, both on camera and off. I'll miss my friend and muse." Bruce Willis, who shared the screen with Madsen and surrogates, remembered him as the truest professional and a brother in arms. Directors Catherine Bigelow and Ridley Scott echoed their admiration, lauding his raw authenticity and transformative performances. At Hollywood's TCL Chinese Theater, fans lit candles and left single roses on the red carpet sidewalk, transforming the famed forecourt into a solemn memorial. Dozens of movie posters, Kill Bill, Reservoir Dogs, and Free Willy, were draped with black ribbons, and LED screens displayed classic Madsen scenes in silent tribute. On Twitter, hashtag RIP Michael Madsen and hashtag Remember Mr. Blonde trended globally, driven by viral clips of his most iconic lines and fan-made montages set to melancholic cello scores. Television networks interrupted daytime programming to report live from Malibu and Los Angeles, while late-night shows dedicated segments to his legacy. Film critics penned retrospectives on Madsen's impact on independent cinema, with a Hollywood Reporter calling him the quintessential character actor of his generation. Even gaming communities paid homage. Fans posted speedrun videos of his voice roles in Descent and Batman Beyond on forums and Discord servers. Local Los Angeles radio played Madsen's lesser-known acoustic poetry readings between songs, highlighting his unexpected artistic side. Community theaters scheduled free screenings of Reservoir Dogs with proceeds to benefit scholarships in Madsen's name. Across platforms, both mainstream and underground, his blend of grit and vulnerability struck a chord that transcended genre and geography. CSS. Copy. Edit. Michael Madsen's fearless approach to complex, morally ambiguous characters helped redefine supporting roles in modern cinema. His portrayal of Mr. Blonde remains a benchmark for tension and unpredictability, influencing a generation of indie filmmakers. Film schools study the Reservoir Dogs interrogation scene, his performance serving as a lesson in controlled menace and psychological drama. Colleagues recall Madsen's willingness to experiment. On Kill Bill, he performed many of his own stunts, enduring grueling choreography and extensive rehearsals to ensure authenticity. Directors admired how he could transition seamlessly from villain to sympathetic figure, as seen in Free Willy, where his gentle interactions with rescued orcas revealed his depth as an actor. Beyond the screen, Madsen mentored emerging talent in acting workshops, sharing insights on improvisation and character building. His passion for poetry, culminating in public readings at Los Angeles bookstores, underscored his commitment to storytelling in all forms. Critics note that his work in video games broke ground for cinematic voiceovers, paving the way for actors like Troy Baker and Nolan North. Industry analysts argue that Madsen's success demonstrated the commercial viability of character actors leading ensemble casts. Box office record for films featuring his performances, such as Donnie Brasco and The Hateful Eight, underscore his drawing power. Streaming platforms now spotlight his back catalog, introducing his artistry to new audiences worldwide. Success. Copy. Edit. Michael Madsen's legacy endures through the unforgettable characters he brought to life and the artistic passions he pursued. His children, Hudson, Christian, and Calloway, have announced plans to establish the Michael Madsen Foundation, supporting performing arts scholarships in Los Angeles and Chicago. Local universities are considering endowed chairs in character acting in his honor, ensuring his methods remain part of acting curricula. Madsen's publications, his poetry collection Verses Under the Influence, and his photographic monograph Coastal Whispers, revealed a contemplative side that resonated with fans beyond his screen persona. Galleries featuring his black and white landscape images reported record attendance, as admirers connected with his eye for nuance and light. In Hollywood, veteran and novice actors alike cite Madsen's mentorship as invaluable. Workshops, once intimate gatherings, now sell out within minutes, reflecting the demand for insight into his craft. On social media, aspiring actors share videos reenacting his iconic scenes, underscoring the timeless relevance of his performances. Industry guilds are drafting guidelines for character actor awards in his memory, and the annual Tarantino Film Festival in Austin plans a tribute retrospective. Streaming platforms are curating Madsen collection playlists from Reservoir Dogs to Dead Man, introducing his breadth to younger viewers. As we reflect on his sudden departure, the film community celebrates a life lived in full creative pursuit. Michael Madsen's fierce intensity, creative curiosity, and generous spirit continue to inspire storytellers across mediums. In every shadowed frame and whispered line, his influence endures, an indelible testament to a storyteller remembered.